To me, Ben Affleck is moving like he is very angry at J.Lo. He's moving like he keeps wanting to, because every time he has a chance to mock her or humiliate her or do something that throws her off guard, that makes her look stupid in the media, he goes for it. Again, this is not the actions of two people that have grown apart. This is the actions of somebody that 100% wants to make you pay.
Hiring and able to take that and really build something meaningful. That's my wife, Jennifer. What's that? Are you ready for me to go? Okay, time for me to go. Yeah. All right, what?
Yeah, I'm just going to ask last question. Yeah. Any tips for the players tonight?
Jennifer Lopez is back in the headlines, and this time it's all about some serious tension with her husband, Ben Affleck. Now, we're not just talking about any ordinary celebrity talk. No, this is something much bigger. Jennifer, who has always been the picture of grace and control, is fed up after a very public insult from Ben that left her feeling humiliated. The whispers are getting louder, and it seems like our girl Jennifer has had enough. She's not just planning to brush this off rumor, she's ready to take things to the next level and make sure Ben feels the heat. So let's get right into the heart of the drama. The turning point in this ongoing saga between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck happened at a recent public event. It was supposed to be just another glamorous night out for Hollywood's favorite couple, but things took an unexpected turn. During the event, Ben allegedly made a remark, or maybe it was just a casual gesture that didn't sit well with Jennifer. Now, it's important to note that public appearances are a big deal for celebrities like them. They're all about maintaining that perfect image. So when Ben did something that caught Jennifer off guard, it was more than just a small slip-up, it was a public embarrassment. People close to the couple have hinted that this wasn't just a one-off incident. Apparently, there's been tension simmering beneath the surface for a while now, and this public incident was the moment that pushed Jennifer over the edge. The exact details of what Ben did are still a bit fuzzy. Some say it was a flippant comment, others suggest it was a dismissive gesture, but whatever it was enough to make headlines.
Ah! Yo, J.Lo! We rolled through Times Square. We had to get out of the car, we were going to a play, and I was like, baby, we're gonna be late. Mr. The other kids were like, we gotta walk a block and a half. She was like, all right. We got like our 5 kids, me and Jen, and it's like, it feels like hundreds of people, and they're all screaming. And my daughter just turns to me and goes, J.Lo was my stepmother.
As for Jennifer's initial response, she didn't make a scene or confront Ben right then and there. Instead, she did what she does best, she kept her cool. But if you look closely, those who know her say there were some signs that all was not well. A slight narrowing of the eyes, a clenched jaw, small things that spoke volumes to those who were paying attention. The fact that Jennifer didn't address the incident publicly immediately after it happened only fueled the speculation. People started wondering if there was more going on behind the scenes, and guys, they were right. Now, let's talk about what's been happening behind closed doors. The rumors suggest that this public insult was just the tip of the iceberg. For a while now, Jennifer has been quietly dealing with a lot of stress and tension in her marriage with Ben. The honeymoon phase is long over, and the pressures of their high-profile relationship have started to take their toll. Insiders say that Jennifer has been trying to keep things together, but this latest incident was the last straw. It's one thing to deal with issues privately, but to be embarrassed in front of the world? That's a different story altogether.
I lived in the public eye. And I really believe a lot of what they said.
Diva.
Serial bride.
I said to her once, doesn't this bother you? And she said, I expected this.
Sources close to Jennifer have started to speak out, revealing that she's reached her breaking point. According to these insiders, Jennifer feels like she's been holding her tongue for too long. She's always been someone who values her image and her reputation, and this public insult was a direct hit to both. The whispers are getting louder that Jennifer is done playing nice and is ready to take control of the narrative. One insider was quoted as saying, Jennifer isn't going to let this slide. She's been patient, she's been understanding, but enough is enough. She's ready to remind everyone who she is and what she's capable of. So what does that mean exactly? Well, if the rumors are to be believed, Jennifer is allegedly planning to hit back in a big way. We're not just talking about a few pointed comments or a cold shoulder. No, Jennifer is gearing up to use her influence and connections to make sure Ben pays for this public embarrassment. There's talk that she's considering going public with details that could damage Ben's reputation or even affect his career. Jennifer has always been someone who knows how to play the long game, and if she's planning something, you can bet it's going to be effective. But for now, everything is still under wraps, but the signs are all there. Jennifer is done being the supportive wife who smiles through the drama. She's ready to take back control, and if that means making some bold moves, so be it.
And then there's the personal story of Ben and I that has never been told. don't think he's very comfortable with me doing all of this. But he loves me, he knows I'm an artist, and he's gonna support me in every way he can because he knows he can't stop me from making the music I made and writing the words that I wrote. He can't, that's gonna happen, and he doesn't want to stop me. He wants to do that, but that doesn't mean he's, kind of comfortable being the muse and being.
Jen was really inspired by this experience, which is how artists do their work. They get inspired, their personal life, it moves you. I know as a writer, a director, I certainly do the same things. But things that are private, I had always felt, are sacred and special because, in part, they're private. So this was something of an adjustment for me.
To fully understand the tension between Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck today, we need to go back and revisit their storied past. Bennifer 2.0 was one of the most talked about reunions in Hollywood history. But as we all know, their love story didn't have the fairy tale ending back then. They called off their wedding and went their separate ways, leaving fans heartbroken. Fast forward nearly 2 decades later, and the world was stunned when Bennifer confirmed their rekindled romance with a romantic getaway and later made their red carpet debut at the Venice Film Festival. Their romance also resulted in a beautiful, intimate wedding in 2022, surrounded by close friends and family. But as with any high-profile relationship, the reality is often more complex than what's seen in public. The honeymoon phase, as sweet as it was, didn't last forever. As they settled into their new life together, cracks began to show. There were rumors of disagreements and tension behind the scenes, whispers that all was not as perfect as it seemed. Publicly, they maintained the image of a united couple attending events together, posting loving messages on social media, but insiders were telling a different story. Some of the challenges they faced were typical of any couple adjusting to life together, blending families, and managing their demanding careers. There were moments that fueled the rumor mill, like a few public spats caught on camera, where body language experts pointed out signs of tension, or when Ben was photographed looking stressed or unhappy, sparking speculation about their relationship.
Feel like you have a partner, you know what I mean? Somebody standing by your side who supports you and is your best friend.
Despite these challenges, Jennifer and Ben have always portrayed a picture of a strong, supportive partnership, showing up together at major events and sharing just enough about their relationship to keep the people engaged. However, insiders have suggested that their private life is far more complicated. Behind closed doors, it's said that Jennifer's need for control and Ben's more laid-back approach are creating major friction. But until recently, they managed to keep most of that hidden from the public eye. Now, in light of the recent public insult that pushed Jennifer over the edge, there's a sense that the carefully maintained facade might be starting to crack. And if there's one thing Jennifer knows how to do, it's how to control the story. Over the past few weeks, fans have noticed some telling signs on her social media. Cryptic posts, likes on certain comments, and even some pointed quotes that seem to be about standing up for oneself. These have all fueled speculation that Jennifer is preparing to make a move. One particular incident was when Jennifer liked a post that talked about the importance of knowing your worth and not letting anyone diminish it. It was a simple gesture, but for someone as media savvy as Jennifer, nothing is coincidence. Fans were quick to connect the dots, interpreting this as a sign that Jennifer is gearing up for something big. She's been quiet publicly, but those who follow her closely know that the silence might just be the calm before the storm. As we look to the future, the big question is what's next for Bennifer? Will they be able to reconcile behind the scenes, or are we headed for more public confrontations? It's tough to say, but fans, as always, have their opinions. A person commented saying, Jennifer's too smart to just let things slide. If she's liking posts about knowing your worth, you know something's brewing. I think she's finally reached her limit with Ben's laid-back attitude. Another one wrote, it's sad to see them struggle like this, especially after they fought so hard to be together again. But maybe they're just not meant to be. Relationships change and they might be realizing they want different things. Well, do you guys think Jennifer is right to stand her ground and protect her reputation, or should she take a step back and try to work things out with Ben behind closed doors? Let me know in the comments.